Hello everybody, I just wanted to come and do a quick video about a post I wrote today, and it's caption was Dare to Be You. I woke up during the night with this just in my head, and I just had to get it down, so I was like writing away at about 2 o'clock in the morning, and it just helps me to release, and then I'll just go back to sleep. But I wake up with these thoughts, and um, I can't get rid of them. And I was just reflecting about daring to be yourself. Let's just being free enough to be ourselves, because I think society puts us into boxes, or we put ourselves into boxes. Society doesn't do it. They create the boxes and we try to fit in to be like everybody else, or to be this, or to label ourselves. But as I was thinking about it, I've taken this journey from, all the way through my life, but I'm now free to be me, and the absolute freedom that you have, to have a free heart, free mind, and free spirit, to just be you and not have to worry about other people. Now, I think the thing with that is that I know that my intentions are pure. I know why I do everything that I do, and so I'm free of judgment. So if I put myself out there on social media and I talk about things that I believe in, then if people don't believe in me, don't like me, that's fine, because I know my intentions are pure. I know that my heart is pure, and I'm doing it to share my values, but also to inspire other people to tap into their own power and to find their own power to create a life that they love. Now, it doesn't really matter what's around us. I used to live in Scotland, and I used to sort of blame that for my sort of heaviness, the weather and the rain and the grey skies. But then I moved over to Italy, and it was amazing. I had an incredible life, but the worst depression I've ever experienced was with blue skies and the sea, and an incredible life. And not only did I feel depressed, I actually felt guilty for being depressed, because it was, how dare I? There's people out there really suffering, and I'm just, I've got everything that I need, everything. Yet I was still miserable. But what it is, I was unfulfilled within myself. I didn't love myself enough. I didn't value myself, and I wasn't putting myself out there. I'd built this lovely life in this world of mine, and there I was inside it. But everything that we want is outside of our own world. And it's like when you meet somebody, when you fall in love for the first time, and you've got that excitement, and you have to be vulnerable. You have to sort of step outside of what is comfortable for you in order to fall in love. So I've discovered that stepping outside of your comfort zone, but falling in love with life, falling in love with myself and my work and everything, is what creates this excitement and energy inside of me. I love what I do, and I now write constantly. I get up in the morning and I just can't wait to just leap out of bed and just get all my thoughts onto paper, onto the computer. and I just wanted to share that with you, to say that, okay, we want a better life, but in order to get that, in order to feel better, in order to feel that fulfillment within ourselves, we have to step out of our comfort zone, step out of what's normal for us, because it's in that bit, that falling in love, it's in there, that the excitement, and that's where you're truly living. Because when we are not growing, our hearts are dying. We are just basically just existing. But life doesn't have to be that way. And the difference between being in a relationship and then being in life is, in a relationship, when you get married, and then that's it. You can still grow as a couple, but you lose the excitement, you lose the energy. But it's up to you yourself to make that different, to make that relationship grow as well. But the thing with life, and the difference between it, is that we can always achieve goals, always just reach higher level, and then when we get to them, we get comfortable. We have to then move on again and set ourselves more goals, and set ourselves just learning. They don't have to be huge. We just set ourselves up for more enjoyment, more fulfillment in life. I discovered this when I wrote my first book, and I stepped right outside my comfort zone to write the book in the first place, and then I just sent it off to my dream publisher. Excuse me. And it's still with them. I still haven't heard back. But I was so pleased with myself. I was so excited. And then within a week, I just went down again. I was like, oh, well, that's that done. What do I do now? So within that week, I just thought, no, I was so excited and had so much energy. I thought, I need to keep going with this. So I'm now 2/3 way through my second book. And before, you know, I've already planned my third and my fourth books. They're all in my head. One of them's half down on paper. It's all mapped out. But regardless of how it's received, regardless of whether it's successful or not, I feel fulfilled because I know I'm doing what I love. I'm putting my energy and my wisdom and my thoughts into something that I believe is value. I believe it's valuable to the world. This book I'm writing just now is for teenagers to help them to find the right path. Because I feel it's quite foggy out there at the moment. We don't really know where things are going. At that age, it's even worse because there's just so much technology and it's just really difficult time for them. So I'm writing it for my children as a guide, but I'm actually writing it for everybody. So regardless of whether it's successful, regardless of whether it gets published or not, I feel fulfilled because I know I'm giving something that's of value to the world. And so because I know my intentions are to give and to love and to share my knowledge and to share my excitement, to share what I've learned from going from, you know, always being, never having any self-confidence, never loving myself, even from a child, never feeling loved, never feeling fulfilled, and expecting other people to fill that emptiness inside me. And people did fill it for a while, and then, you know, my husband, my children, but then it's still empty because I wasn't growing. I was still in that world where I wasn't growing. So once I stepped outside of my world and started growing, that's when I realized that I had to do a lot of work on myself. I had to learn to understand who I am and to love myself for who I am, you know, regardless of what I've been through, what I look like, what age I am, because you know I'm going to be 50 in less than 6 months, and it's scary. It's a scary thought, but now I've got no fears for the future. I'm not saying I will always grow, because I will come and hit walls from time to time, but now I've learned how to get through those walls, to break them down and to keep living. So I feel that I've got this freedom of heart, freedom of being me, and I dare to be me. And if you don't like me, then that's fine too, because I like me. And that's a place, I think, that where if each of us could get to, then that's the ultimate place to be able to love openly, to have kindness and connection for others, but to also love ourselves, to take care of ourselves, to love ourselves enough to take care of our health, our growth, our whole lives. And it's not just about being selfish and taking care of me, it's about filling myself up through helping others, service, and daring to be me, as I say. So sorry for going on a bit too long. I just get so excited to share my thoughts and things with you. And so I will speak to you soon. And actually, if anybody needs any coaching or just wants to drop me a message so I can help you in some way, just feel free to do so. I am here at your service. Have a great day, everybody. Love you. Mwah.